So to all the people of South Korea, I just want to apologize for what I've done, and I really did not mean to hurt your guys' pride this much. You guys are a good people, you guys are a great people, and for the most part, other than Mr. Navy SEAL here, I've had a great experience with a lot of the South Korean people, and it was not my intention to really hurt you guys, and I hope you guys can accept my apology. And I'm a young person, I want to grow as a man. I made a mistake, and I think when you make a mistake in life, you need to own up to it.
So who genuinely believes that Johnny Somali actually means what he's saying right here? Are you guys really buying this apology? Because I know I'm not. I mean, he did the same thing with Japan, and we're just supposed to sit here and believe that he's actually sorry and that, oh, he's a young person, I have a lot more potential, whatever. Like, really? This guy is 100% full of shit, and his whole job, if we can even call it a job, is going around in different countries harassing people, and it happens to be the countries where they don't carry guns either. Just let that sink in for a hot second.
So I apologize, you guys, and I will no longer talk about your statue or touch it ever again. I hope that I can live in peace here in South Korea, and we could get past the situation and use it as a learning situation, because a lot of people learned about this statue from this situation, bad or good. A lot of people from all over the world found out what this was from my action.
Stop using it to try and defend yourself, okay? This guy is so hilarious, guys. The jokes keep writing themselves, don't they?
So hopefully we can move past this and have a better future.
Can you
Okay.
얘들아
얘들아,
요근이
여근이
제가
너무
무리였어
무리여서
그래서
그래서 나는 정말 죄송합니다.
Yeah, well, Johnny, how about this? Tell the Japanese people this, because I can tell you right now, none of them are going to believe you after what you did in Japan, and then the moment you left and got out of there, you just started shitting on them again. I mean, that was the whole thing that you were doing in South Korea on top of being very disrespectful. Like, this is so bullshit. He's gonna continue to keep doing it, guys. Don't believe this. But I guess that's where that clip ends, and without further ado, let's get into today's video. So it's been a very interesting week, but besides everything, we are back talking about this piece of shit. So for anybody who has not been aware, who has not kept up with these videos, or anybody else's videos on the situations, because I've seen other people have put out videos talking about the same exact thing, I just wanted to give my thoughts on this. But if you guys don't remember, Johnny Somali made his debut in South Korea, and if you know anything about Johnny Somali and how he goes to different countries to go and harass people for content, well, you would know that the same exact thing that happened in Japan with him harassing people in Japan and then him eventually getting prosecuted, well, you would know that potentially something similar would be happening in South Korea, because I mean, these countries do not want this bullshit going on in their country. It's really easy to understand why they're not happy about this, and they're taking action against Johnny Somali for being a complete nuisance in their country, let alone that he's foreign and he doesn't live there. And since Johnny Somali is the spectacle that he is, and you know, there aren't a whole lot of people out there who like his behavior, people in South Korea started realizing when the news was covering him and stuff like that, that this piece of shit is in our country. And it took a hot second for the South Korean authorities to do something about him. So what people were doing is they were coming up to him and assaulting him in public because he's a known nuisance and a piece of shit. In which I'm going to try to show this to the best of my ability without getting taken down or age restricted like the last video. They got age restricted and was total bullshit because I did on Twitter have them re-review the video and they removed the age restriction. Now anyways, besides me ranting about past videos, let's take a look at what happened.
Johnny Somali came to Korea with the obvious intention of making clickbait videos to promote his provocative channel. However, the table seems to have turned as he is now being used to help Korean online streamers generate views. After videos of Koreans, including one streamer, assaulting Somali went viral, many Korean YouTubers are seeking out the American in the hopes of causing an altercation so they can either stream or even incite the scuffle. Within South Korea, Johnny Somali is known as a golden goblin, a gamer reference to a creature whose perk is when you kill them, you get rewards and loot.
Wait, what? This is news to me. I guess I can see the comparison, but this is a crazy ass comparison, and it's hilarious. But yeah, that's quite frankly what people were doing. And when people do things like this and they attack Johnny Somali, they get attention. If I cover it, I get attention. Whoever else covers it gets attention. So it makes total sense.
While many here think that confronting Somali and exacting retribution is karma and can be seen as dispensing justice. Others are questioning whether it is right for people to take matters into their own hands on behalf of local police for failing to deal with Somali's antisocial behavior.
Personally, when it comes down to people taking this into their own hands, I don't okay, here's my issue. If you're just gonna blatantly go up to him or like attack him from behind or something because you know he's a nuisance and you hate him and whatnot, and he hasn't done anything specifically bad to you, like personally, I think in a way it's wrong to assault him. I really do. And that might be a controversial thing to say, but I believe that the authorities should be the ones who are taking care of him. Like, I'd say the same thing about Jack Doherty. Unless he's being an issue to me and he's harassing me or putting his hands on me or whatever he's doing, as long as he's not disrespecting you in specific, I don't believe that people should be going and assaulting him. Because one, it gives him what he wants. Yes, he wants to be assaulted because he gets thrown in the news more. Dextero covers him more. A lot of YouTubers cover him more and give him attention. Oh, Johnny Somali finally got assaulted or whatever. Like, that's what he wants, and you're not helping if you're going and assaulting him. You might think that you might be causing him issues and things like that. Like, maybe you are at that given specific time, but in the long run, it's gonna help him out and he's gonna continue to do his shit. I also do believe, like a lot of people say, two wrongs don't make a right. So even if I was the one who was being harassed or like he was talking shit to me or something, I would just try to walk away and get away from the situation. That's what I would do, because doing so will not give him content. It will de-escalate things, and I would probably just report this guy to the police so the police could take care of him. So yeah, that's how I feel about that.
Amidst this moral debate, a new report regarding Somali has generated attention. During one of his live streams, Somali shows 2 videos of him kissing a female YouTuber, claiming she is his girlfriend. However, some viewers raised questions that the clips look unnatural and speculated that it was created using deepfake AI. Such suspicions seem to have been justified when the original video of the female streamer had no kissing scenes.
So I'm real happy that I watched this video from Korea now, because I have no idea what any of this is, okay? Like I said, I haven't really been paying much attention to this, but what the hell is going on here? Who is making like deepfake AI or whatever of like other streamers kissing Johnny Somali? Like, who's doing it? Who is it? What down bad motherfucker is doing it, okay? Oh, so this is interesting. It looks like he might be getting sued too, okay.
Angered viewers informed the female YouTuber to sue Somali, and supposedly she will take legal action against the American. Under South Korea's sexual violence protection law, a person who makes and/or disseminates AI and deepfake videos can face upwards of up to 7 years in prison or be fined $36,000.
Not really sure how that whole process works in Korea, especially when it comes down to suing somebody who is foreign to your country. But if this lawsuit does happen, this will be pretty interesting. And if anything does happen, I will be covering it here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe. Because look at this ratio for the people who have been watching my videos. Like, if you're a returning viewer and this happens to not be the first video you've seen from my channel, you might benefit from subscribing, and subscribing is free. And don't forget to hit all notifications when you do subscribe so you will be notified. But besides that, back to what we were looking at.
With Somali now banned from leaving Korea and with charges leveled against the American, the future of the infamous prankster seems uncertain, and he may be thinking to himself that this time he bit off more than he could chew.
I mean, maybe, or maybe he knew that this was gonna happen. I mean, if he has any common sense at least. Because again, I said it in one of my earlier Johnny Somali videos that I put out earlier this year, but when you're going to foreign countries, don't get in trouble in those countries because it's not your home country. Because a lot of these countries out there, and with you not being a citizen of their country, they will deny you rights, and you'll potentially have to deal with a whole lot of bullshit for a very long time. Sort of like what happened to Johnny Somali in Japan. Like, it's just stupid, and I guess I can give Johnny one thing. I guess he has the balls to do shit like this, because I would never do something like this. One, because I respect other people, and two, because I don't want to have to deal with being locked up in a foreign country and not having rights to defend myself. But anyways, on November 5th, Dextero put out this article titled "Johnny Somali Banned from Leaving South Korea as Streamer Faces Over 10 Years in Jail." Holy shit, I'm not sure if we know how much 10 years is, but just for a little bit of perspective, I was 10 years old, almost 11, 10 years ago. That's how much 10 years actually is. That's insane. Dude, I'll be around 31 in 10 years. Holy shit. And then we'll be talking about Johnny Somali in the year, what? 2034? Holy shit. I really hope not. I really hope this guy like changes something about what he's doing in his career and actually does something with his life besides harassing people. Because I'll be real, as much as I don't like the guy, it would be really unfortunate if his actions actually came with consequences this time. And the reason why I say that is because it sucks to suck, and also 10 years is a lot of time. Streamer Johnny Somali has been barred from leaving South Korea and could be jailed for over 10 years if convicted of assault and drug use. Ooh. Dude, honestly, I want this guy to get convicted. Holy shit. As much money as I made talking about this guy, for the sake of the world, this guy needs to be put away, okay? He somehow got away from Japan, and hopefully this time he's not going to be getting away from South Korea. Maybe 10 years will get him back into shape. In September of 2024, Somali traveled to South Korea and continued his antics. In addition to getting kicked off the subway and causing a scene in a convenience store, we talked about that, he sparked outrage by kissing the Statue of Peace, a monument to victims of blank slavery. These incidents eventually resulted in South Koreans taking matters into their own hands by assaulting him. Talked about that too. One Korean YouTuber even put a $770 bounty for his information on his whereabouts to keep the attacks up. Holy shit, they really don't like this guy. I mean, yeah, it makes sense, but man, I don't think I've ever seen a YouTuber put a bounty up on another person who is being a nuisance. I can tell you one thing that's for sure right now. I know they didn't do it for Jack Doherty, but imagine if they did. Now the banned Kick streamer can't leave the country even if he wants to. After his streams got the attention of the South Korean parliament, thank God. According to Yahoo, he's facing charges of assault and narcotics use, and he's banned from leaving while under investigation. South Korea is very strict when it comes to drug use. Possession or use of illegal drugs can result in a sentence of up to 10 years in jail or a fine of up to $100 million, which is 100 million won, 72,500 USD. Meanwhile, assault can carry a maximum penalty of 2 years or 5 million won, $3,600 USD fine. Should the case go to trial, this would be Somali's second time in court in an Asian country. After his trial in Japan, Somali admitted to lying to the judge. I remember when that happened, and like I said, if he ever gets out of South Korea, same exact thing is probably gonna happen. So I highly doubt that apology is genuine at all. But anyways, claiming he wasn't making any money streaming and was filming yeah, okay buddy. I mean, if I heard this before he admitted to lying to the judge, I probably would have said it's bullshit, bro, because he definitely was making money and those were not documentaries. And I'm really hoping that South Korea does something to this guy because he definitely deserves the karma. Now, without further ado, I wanted to hear what Twitter has to say about this, so let's go take a look. Japanese and Koreans who may disagree over the details of this historical issue can definitely come together to condemn this dishonorable and obscene guy. Oh yeah, 100%. No matter how people feel when it comes down to things that have happened in the past and the countless disagreements that have happened, yeah, they can come together and say that Johnny Somali is a loser and a nuisance. I loved it when he said we don't need to fight. The correct phrase should have been, please don't beat me up again. I knew he was short, but I didn't expect him to be that short. I'm like 45 centimeters taller than him. Even the girl is way taller than him. Send him to prison. I don't buy his apology. Same, especially after what happened with Japan. I don't buy any of this at all. This guy is such a bad liar. Yeah, and hopefully they throw him in prison. He is trying to get away from jail time. He is trash, but he deserves credit for his apology. I don't think he does, because we already know that this apology is not genuine at all, and he's just using it as a way out. Anyways, besides that, I think I'm going to be wrapping up the video right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys watching all the way until the end. And if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because doing so will help promote the video more in the algorithm so that more people can see it. Thank you guys so much for being a member to the channel. Your support really does mean the world to me, and I really do appreciate it. My name is Breone, and I'm hoping that they lock this guy up for 10 years. That would be hilarious. I would laugh. I would make a really funny video clowning on this guy. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace.